Well, hello. I'm a few minutes late. I had a delivery. I got a text for a delivery, and of course it was coming like 3:58, and he just came. So I didn't want my dog to go crazy. So hi, I'm Jennifer Taylor. I'm an interior designer in Tallahassee, Florida. I specialize in kitchen and baths. And you are watching this because you are a member of my private Facebook group, How to Renovate Your Bathroom Like a Pro. And so I am here for my monthly Q&A. I'm here live, and I am talking countertops today. So I have put my laptop down here. I'm actually in my kitchen. I thought, well, we are a bathroom group, but my bathroom is way too small, and I don't have a place to prop my camera and my accoutrements, so I'm coming to you from my kitchen. We're gonna make this short and sweet, I promise, and because I know there's a lot of information out there about countertops. So countertops are the material that I usually choose first when I'm designing bathrooms for my clients. There are so many options for so many things, and there's so many counters, but usually a client is liking one way or another for countertops. So I like to start with counters, and then I kind of work everything else around that. So let's talk the different types of materials that are out there. So first we have what's called natural stone. And that's pretty much any kind of countertop that comes from the earth. That includes granite, marble, quartzite, dolomite. So everybody, I think, pretty much understands granite. Granite is probably your least expensive of the four natural stones. It's been around for a very, very, very long time. I don't source a lot of granite for clients for a couple reasons, mainly because right now everyone's wanting a lighter, brighter countertops, and you just can't really find any granite that fits that bill. I will do granite on kitchen islands usually sometimes, but in bathrooms, very, very, very rarely do I do any kind of granite in bathrooms. Then of course you have marble, which has been around for thousands of years. People still love to use that material. It definitely requires a little bit more maintenance, but it's not horrible. I have marble in my hall bathroom that my teenage son uses every single day. And I think that countertop's been in for 3 years, and I don't have any complaints. We've just cleaned it. I haven't even sealed it. It came with the vanity that was in there, and it's a Carrara marble, I think. So we have been happy with that. And then let's talk about quartzite and dolomite. So those are some new terms that have been kind of rolling around the countertop industry for a couple of years now. And I was told, and I read, that quartzite is a little harder than granite, and dolomite is a little softer than granite. So I don't really understand, if you can kind of put things on a level of hardness to softness, I guess we're looking at quartzite, and then you're looking at granite, and then dolomite, and then marble, as far as like the levels of things that make it, softer, harder, whatever. I just don't think in a bathroom it's that big of a deal. You're not using heavy pots and pans and dishes and things like that. So I would say that if you are loving a natural stone, then you should use it in your bathroom. And just know that you can't, spill nail polish on it, and you need to maybe seal it every once in a while, but just be ready for the natural etching that comes with that. I have dolomite in my bathroom. I had originally selected a quartz product, and then I found a dolomite that I really, really loved, and it was like 40% less than the quartz, so I went with it, and I really, really like it, so I have no complaints. Okay, so that's natural stone, and that's a very common category for countertops. The next category I'm going to kind of cover is quartz, and quartzite is different from quartz. So quartzite is a natural stone, and quartz is actually a man-made stone. Now, I've got a little tidbit of information. So less than 10% of the materials used are not natural, such as colorants and resin. But they do take natural quartz from the earth And, you know, I am not technical, so don't quote me on this, but they kind of just put it in big vats and they add some colorants and they add some resins and the quartz dust, and it's mixed up with all these other materials, and then they pour it into slabs. And somehow they're able to make all the slabs pretty consistent in the way that they look. So that's a huge difference from a natural stone. Every slab is going to be very different. Even if it comes from the same mountain at the same time, it's going to, you know, be cut and done differently. So quartz is very consistent in its coloring, and you're going to get a lot more options when you are looking at quartz as far as coloration. You're going to get, you know, from white, solid white, you know, through with some slight gray veining, so it kind of mimics marble, all the way to very speckly that looks like granite. So you're going to get a lot of options with quartz. I specify Cambria quartz a lot for my clients for both kitchens and bathrooms. I do it for a couple of reasons. One is I have a great Cambria sales rep who brings me samples and is wonderful. Cambria is also made in the United States, I think in Minnesota. And Cambria, up until just a few years ago, any color that you picked out of the boxes and boxes of samples was the same price. Now I think they might have 2 to 3 price levels, but it's so much easier from a designer's perspective and a fabricator, I'm sure, when you're pricing a job, is to not have all these different levels and grades, because that can get really confusing. So I really enjoy using Cambria. It's definitely a more expensive brand, but the quality is there, the consistency is there, and I like the idea that it's made in the United States. Another brand that I use a lot is called Vadara, V-A-D-A-R-A. It is probably, to me, the most natural looking quartz if you really want a natural marble looking quartz. It's called Sereno Gold, and I think there's one called Sereno White. I recently used the gold in a master bathroom remodel that I did, and I really like that one because it has some gray and tan veining in the kind of creamy white, and it's really pretty. So for when a client is using more warmer grays versus the cooler grays, or more tans and then the tile, it works really well. And then in my kitchen, I know you're not gonna be able to tell, I used a quartz product from the company brand Corian, C-O-R-A-I-N. Corian has been around a super long time. They were one of the very first manufacturers of solid surface countertops back in the 80s, where they would pour, and then you know, and a lot of people had Corian countertops in their kitchens and their bathrooms, and the sink was all kind of integrated. Now they do all different types of countertops, and quartz countertops are one of them. And so I used their product because I felt, again, it looked natural and it was very budget friendly, because I did a very budget friendly renovation, and the price point was really good. I can't remember the color off the top of my head, but the brand was Corian. And then of course there's everything else out in the, you know, in the world of countertops: wood, laminate, stainless steel, tile, concrete. I would not recommend any of those in your bathroom. If you're on a super, super tight budget, you may want to consider laminate, but I think when you've got water, it just doesn't mix very well. I have done some laminate countertops in laundry rooms for clients because they were on a really tight budget, but I don't think I've done laminate countertop in a bathroom or a kitchen in probably 15 or 20 years. Wood, of course, I would stay away from. Tile. So all those other ones I would stay away from for your bathroom. So we're looking at natural stone or quartz. And I would highly recommend, I did a blog post about the different countertops for your bathroom. I kind of reread it before I got on this live so I could kind of refamiliarize myself with some of the facts. But I linked a lot of great articles, so if you're really struggling about what you want to use, please check that out. I'll link it in the comments at the end of the live. So if anybody has any questions, I see we have a few people on. Let me know. I hope that I can see the questions. I might have to open up, just give me one quick second. I'm gonna open up my Facebook on my computer, because on my phone it's really tiny and it may not tell me when somebody has a question. So if you're on here and you have a question about your countertops, or really anything about your bathroom renovation, if you've got something you want to ask, please do. that's what these are for. I would love to talk to you. If you don't have anything you want to ask me right now, but you are in the group, because obviously you're in the group because you wouldn't be on the live if you weren't, please post a question in the group. I highly encourage you guys to take advantage of this. You know, I'm on Facebook probably way too much than I should be. And so if you ask a question, I'm most likely going to be the one to answer it. And if I don't answer it, I'm sure somebody in the group, if they have a good answer, will answer it. But it's a great way to pick my brain about your bathroom renovation. I try to do one of these live Q&As every month and kind of do a different topic. So if you just watch out, I'll announce the July one, usually around July 1st or 2nd, let you know what date it is and what topic we're going to be talking about. And you can just RSVP, and then you will get a notification when I go live. So, all right, I think that's it. Again, I appreciate you guys being here. It's gross rainy day here in Tallahassee. We didn't even have power this morning, so I'm so thankful the rain has made its way out of here. And I look forward to hearing from you in the group. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Talk to you later. Bye.